And we are live from Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum, where tonight the stars of the XASCAR Cessna Cup Series look to do battle and get rolling here at this big half-mile short track in Bristol, Tennessee. It's going to be so exciting tonight. It is the Bristol Not Night race here tonight. So we get ready to roll in race number 6 of season 17 of the XASCAR Motorcycle Cup Cessna Cup Series. Pardon me. Dawson Allen is on the call with you here tonight. Hopefully it is a nice clean. We've had a lot of issues with races in recent, and hopefully it's fixed tonight. Hopefully we have all of our problems sorted out and get it ready to go and get some good racing in for us and get some good action that does not give us problems. Bristol broken, I guess, here for the BRN view as the stands are not really populating. So some of the fans got taken out, I guess. They're over in turns. Looks like it's turns 3 and 4. Watch Bristol, second fastest right now under Dimitri Mundras. 21, Ryan Arnold, third fastest. Cody Collins and Jason Marshall, top 5 as they have practice coming up with just a minute to go. Interesting, to say the least, here at Bristol Motor Speedway. As we get ready to race here. Last week, missed at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're not able to make it here, but the winner last week was Alexander Hyder, going back-to-back after winning as well at Atlanta. Picked up his first win of the season at Atlanta, second win of the season last week at Charlotte. Coming into the short track here tonight, I didn't see him on the entry list, but I could have just very well missed the 24. He may be a late joining, but he's not here tonight at least, so we could a three-peat win for the driver of the 24 car. We could see a third win this season come from Jason Marshall, who is 5th fastest. Or we could see a first-time win this season for some drivers that have been trying to vie for a race win this season and have come up just short so often. So we should be getting into qualifying now, as indeed we are. Dimitri Mundras, Chris Lilly, and Ryan Arnold, Corbin Collins, and Jason Marshall were your top 5 here tonight in so we're dropping frames here tonight too. Man, it's really going perfectly. Not sure what's going on here with high racing and everything tonight, but it's really causing some issues, it looks like. Hopefully we can get this sorted out and make sure the broadcast isn't as bad as it seems like it's going right now. So Corbin is going to go out and immediately park it. I don't think he liked the way he got off pit lane. So we'll try this again. So driver setting lap times now. Arnold jumps to the top of the speed charts now as drivers all turning laps consecutively here. Everybody out at the same time, pretty much going out turning lap times. Jamie Wright goes second fastest. Now Larry Miles at the top of the board. We'll watch Corbin Collins go off strike this time. He'll go 8th fastest for his first lap. Can he pick it up on the second lap and go for the pole position that's held right now by Larry Miles, the number 30 car? Down in that bottom lane, wrapping that yellow line. He'll come across the stripe this time when he hits it. It's going to be a 14.752, which is going to be good for the pole position. 735 officially is what he's going to hit. We'll jump back now to Dimitri Mundras on the racetrack right now. Mundras was fastest in practice. Can he be fastest in qualifying as well? Watching the 14 car make his way through 3 and 4. He'll hit the stripe this time. His first lap. It's going to be a 15.219. Slow first lap, but looking for a fast second lap here. Can he pick it up? Can he go for the pole position and knock Corbin Collins down off the top spot? Off of turn 4, he'll hit the stripe that time. It's a 14.819. 5th fastest for the 14 machine as he'll pull it off. And it looks like we do indeed have a chance at a three-peat tonight. AJ Hyder is back out on the racetrack. He is running, and we'll see if he can take it home tonight and go for his 3rd straight win and continue to build up on wins this season. This saw him last season go on a 4-race stretch from race 3 to race number 6. Started off at race number 6, or race number 6 this season. So this is actually race number 8. Not bad. So we'll have to fix that in post, as it was race number 8 this season. Can Hyder get the pole position? 5th fastest right now. Does he improve the second lap? No, just barely slower. 14.805. So only 4/1000 slower. Not able to pick up the pole position. That's likely going to do it for qualifying. All our drivers have set lap times. They're going to set lap times, I believe. We'll see Tyler Dixon crossing the stripe here. It's not going to count, I don't think. It does count. 15 fastest for the 26 machine. Jumps over Braven Richard, who just is now currently just turning extra practice laps. It's Braven Richard turning some extra practice here in the last bit of this here qualifying session. Qualifying is done. Just try to catch up on some stuff, get some stuff put together and ready to go for this broadcast. And it looks like we're heading into the race now as the night time starts to set here on Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race. It is going to be driver number 71, Corbin Collins, will be starting on the pole position for this race here tonight. On his outside, he's got Chris Down in the 27 starting in 2nd. Larry Miles and the number 21 Ryan Arnold starting together in row 2. Looking for 3 in a row is Alexander Hyder. He'll start from 5th place with Dimitri Mundris on his outside. Jason Samito and Jamie Wright together in row number 4. And row 5, running at the top 10, it is Hunter Collier and Gabe Cazzola. Back in 11th place, it's going to be the number 3 of Jason Marshall, looking for 3 wins this season as well. The defending series champion. You got Donald Stern on his outside. You got Logan Pooh and Marcus Vanderlee coming back after a suspension at Bristol. Ethan Harrison and Tyler Dixon together in row number 8. Then it's row 9 of Braven Richard and Nick Budimlik. And then it's Ethan Workman and Chase Gibbons running out the top 20. 21st place goes to Chris Lilly. Brad Sawinski to his outside. Jeff Acevedo and TJ Laird together in row number 12. Row 13 is Ryan Barone and Brandon Thomas. Back in row number 14, it's the 23 of Wayne Kennedy and the 95 of Logan Shore. And Dylan Fox will round out our field. The music just cut out. That was kind of weird. All right. That'll do it for the music. That's our starting grid for tonight's race as we get ready to go racing here at Bristol. So we got 150 laps tonight, a 75-mile sprint. Not a very long race in the grand scheme of things. If we stay green this whole time, it'll be estimated to go about 37 minutes. That would be fantastic if we could do that. We'll see how this field does in this race here tonight. 2 laps on the warm-up before we go racing. Mentioned the defending race winner last week at Charlotte was AJ Hyder to go back-to-back after winning 2 weeks ago as well. He picked up the victory 2 weeks ago at Atlanta, picked it up last week at Charlotte. He's looking to go for a three-peat win, and it wouldn't be just a three-peat in this season, it would be a three-peat at Bristol Motor Speedway. The last two winners of this track, Season 4 and Season 5, were the driver of the 24, AJ Hyder. Back in Season 3, the last time somebody else won this race, it was Corbin Collins, who starts on pole here tonight. See if he can get it done and take home the checkered flag. And just kind of looking, Hyder was on the pole position, Corbin Collins on the pole position last season, but Hyder won, so let's see a repeat of last season. The pace car should pull off towards the safety of pit lane this time. Corbin Collins and Chris Downey are your front row. As we head through 3 and 4, we should see that pace car take that hard left turn. Indeed it does. Here we go, racing in the last great Coliseum. Green flag is going to fly. We're racing here at Bristol. Lap 1, give it to Corbin Collins. Chris Downey right there behind him is in second as they make their way through 1 and 2. Side-by-side action through the field. Everybody trying to get settled in quickly here. 150 laps of action. It'll go by quick if we keep rolling here. And you want to try to make sure you don't throw your race away early. Capers will look in the top side. That's Jamie Wright to his inside there. The 1889 going side-by-side for 7th place as they come through 3 and 4. Just behind the number 14 of Dimitri Munters. Fastest in practice, but did not qualify as well. Starting in 6th place. He's staying put right now as the battle happening up ahead. Hyder quickly gets by Downey, who's dropped back to 4th. Hyder is up to 3rd, now chasing Ryan Arnold in 21, who has got a gap to Corbin Collins of about maybe 0.6 of a second. Hyder with a little bobble throw on the exit of the corner as they head back down for the front stretch. 5 laps in, Collins already leading this field. Lap traffic not yet going to be a factor for a bit if we stay green the rest of the way. Two drivers that are way far back, Logan Shore, Tyler Dixon, pardon me, are way back in this field right now. Not sure if they had some contact or something happened, but they are further back in the running order. So that's got them dropped back just a little bit more in the rest of this field. Hyder reeling in at 21 of Ryan Arnold. As we come around here, and I got somebody joining me in the booth right now. It would be Mr. one and only Enrique Cucalon. Enrique, 8 laps in. It's been pretty steady with Corbin Collins leading, but Alexander Hyder is charging now for 2nd place on Ryan Arnold.
Just joining here into the session and already some side-by-side racing through the field. As always excited to see here in the XASCAR Cessna Cup Series. As long as we keep it clean, that's the main goal for all these time. Guys making that outside leg work. Trying to hang on the inside. Place out here in Jason Speedo and Jason Marshall, I believe, 3-car.
Battle of the Jasons here for 11th place. Marshall on the inside, Samido on the outside. Marshall, 2 wins this season, defending series champion. He's just trying to get some good runs going after some hiccups the last 2 weeks, as he looks to just come away with clean hands and clean slate after Bristol. Still kind of side by side. It looks like Samido is going to clear now, setting his sights on Jamie Wright in the 89. Let's talk about Jamie Wright being a short track ace right now, just kind of taking it easy. His caution is out now here on the racetrack. Back in the back, it's Brad Sawinski and TJ Lair. They are around facing the wrong way. The caution flies for the first time tonight here on lap number 13. We'll take a look at your Bureau replay and see what's going to put us under the yellow flag for the first time here tonight. Off of turn 2. Yeah, Laird just kind of comes up into Sawinski. Trinity Paints wasn't open, so Sawinski's still showing up for me in the old Edmund Fitzgerald paint scheme. So give her a roll up date ski and see if that's still true or not. It'd be great if it was still true. It's a great scheme. I love that scheme. Like on my end it is. Give it one last little refresh to make sure.
Not really sure if the 85 thought he was clear, but definitely the 28 was there.
We'll go back and see. We're right on board with Brad Sawinski in this incident. So on board with the 28 machine. We got a different paint scheme on there, so we got that fixed for him. You'll just see it. I think Laird just kind of comes up in him thinking he was clear. He was not clear. It sends Sawinski around. First caution of the night comes out with some contact, and there we go. Now the actual proper schemes are on everybody. Everybody's got what they're running. So you see Corbin Collins also had some new paint this week. Same with Ryan Arnold. I think Hyder keeps his consistently the same. Same with Chris Downey. Larry Miles has been running that scheme ever since we started here in XASCAR. And so Gabe Gazola's got an update. Donald Stern got updated. So we obviously do not have the paint schemes updated now. We got everybody in the right scheme, it looks like, here for the rest of this race. Corbin Collins, he has had a lot of success in terms of just starting up front and running up front. But when it comes to finishing these races, he's not been able to get those finishes he needs. The end of them really kind of gone to Hyder, who does so. As I think we had a choose there, and Ryan Arnold maybe didn't know we were choosing. He cuts down to the inside line, like, and then Hyder didn't realize what's going on. I'm not sure if we have a choose cone still in this league. We had it last season. It's been kind of sporadic on if we've had it or not. Looks like we're going to keep it the way it is. Arnold in second to the inside of Corbin Collins, takes the outside lane for this restart. Good launch as we just had a quick disconnection and reconnection. Back, seems like on Streamlabs. Stream's still back. We're live. We're good. Lunar Sharp back to fifth. Stern now working the outside lane in that 43 machine, trying to get by movers. Bob in the right direction as they head back down into turn number 22. Savino's looks up in the background, just ahead of Jason Marshall, stacks him up a little bit here in the back. Marcus Vanderlei in the 56, Chris Lilly in the 53. Navigating this racetrack together. Back here. Larry Miles under Collier about make contact there for ninth place. Collier gets by in the 30 car. He's now under fire from Jason Marshall. Jason Savino working outside of Chris Lilly as they make their way into turn number 3. See this field make their way around the last great Coliseum here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Trying to sort everything out between each other.
Oh, around goes the 78.
Spinning on the front stretch, no caution. Now caution is out. It's Nick Budimlik, Ethan Workman are together. That puts the caution for the second time here tonight on lap number 26. Take a look at the mirror replay. Looks like maybe just slight contact racing for position between Marcus Vanderlei and Nick Budimlik. Workman just nowhere to go. Right here. Sliding up ahead and back around on the front stretch. Sideways. Caution. Field staying out, not yet pitting. I don't know what fuel mileage looks like for these cars, much less if it's tires are going to matter. So 27 laps in, really, you don't want to give it track position yet, obviously. So we'll have to wait and see. Doubling up, get ready to go back racing. Got the field doubled up, ready to go back at it. Collins leading this field. With Ryan Arnold now on the outside lane for this restart. Green flag is back in the air. Back up through the gears they go. And a good launch once again by Collins over the field. You see Downey is in second. Making a charge here in that 27 machine. Side of Arnold as they come around. In the background, the 24 machine. A bobble there down the backstretch. Trying to find ways to navigate this racetrack with each other.
Oh, we had a crash into turn one.
Marcus Vanderlei is around. Damage on the 56 car.
Oh boy.
Gotta wonder. There's any correlation between that, maybe. Well, actually, no, not at all. Just more rough racing. Vanderlei was up against the door of the 01 and then sent to the outside wall. And then, ironic enough, contact with Budilik there at the end. The last car. Contact with the 01 and the 01 machine on the front stretch. You see it right here coming off the corner. One was not flush with the 30. I think the 56 thought he was. He tried to pull up and kind of get side by side with him. And then contact was made. So back under caution here at lap 33 for the third time tonight.
Saw Downey fighting second there on that restart. He's falling back down to fourth. He's going to be a row behind where he would have been had the caution come out just a little bit early.
Had a couple cars that pit under this caution. Ethan Workman, Tyler Dixon, Logan Shore, Jeff Acevedo, Nick Budilik, and Marcus Vanderlei on pit lane as well. More drivers are still electing to stay out. Not yet coming to pit early. Just not yet time, I guess, for these drivers to come down and pit.
Yeah, they were also asking the question, you know, if I pit and I go to the back of the field, and I might find myself involved in the track, so I'm just caution for now at least. We get some laps in here, get some laps led. I don't know if this league has bonus points for laps led, but certainly for Corbin Collins, that's going really well for him right now.
So we're side by side, ready to go back racing. Go. The scroll will dive off. Flag is out. Collins matches the gas and puts it back to racing. Hyder to second now inside of Ryan Arnold. That's the big challenge he had to do was get by that 21. Now he's got clear track ahead. Catches the game. Trying to pass Corbin Collins with the race lead. Oh, Moonders down the backstretch. Down low in the apron. Again, gets back to the racetrack now as they head to 3 and 4. Check out where they're going for that 4 car. And here comes Brad Swinsky on the outside lane. The Doctor enough 21, 28. Coming around on the high side before.
Transition, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago when lines operating the league, so, you know, you can't power down that transition.
And those are with the next gen cars in the Slide Drive Racing League. These are with the Gen 6 cars. More horsepower in these things compared to the Gen 7 cars, the next gen cars that we run Tuesday night. So there's more power with these. Got really good Razor's Edge when you come off the corner here at Bristol. So gotta be tiptoeing around. That's been good so far. They're making it work, but up front, Battle is on for the lead. Here comes Hyder for the top spot. Hyder is now in the tire track supporting Collins. Down the back straightaway here, going back now towards turn number 3, riding on board with 24 as he gets chased to Corbin Collins for the race lead. We saw this happen last 3 times we run here at Bristol, and it's going to happen again. Collins in the lead, Hyder giving chase, trying to make it 3 in a row, both at Bristol and this season in the 24 camp.
Yeah, and the talk at the start of the season was the amount of different winners we were getting in those first 2 races. Suddenly AJ Hyder has just gone on a roll lately, and he has taken over the lead here at Bristol.
Hyder leads, Collins off back to second. Ryan Arnold trying to fend off Chris Downey for position number 3 as they make their way back towards turn number 1 on lap number 46 this time by. Hyder quickly, sliding off the corner, but still able to gap the 71 of Corbin Collins. Heading back to this battle on for third. Arnold trying to hold on to everything he's got. Downey still right there. Behind him, this season. He's running in 5th place with Hunter Collier giving chase in the 98 machine. Jason Marshall also right there in 7th. Chris Lilly is in 8th. Jamie right back there in 9th. And how about Logan Pooh is up now into the top 10 running in 10th place. Punch these laps down. Pizzola higher Collier now trying to pick the inside, couldn't quite get inside, and so Pizzola aims on in 5th place. Jason Marshall closed. Sometime back here, Brady Richards gets by Ryan Barone in the 46 car as they head down into turn 9-car different scheme this weekend. The Home Depot scheme for Brady Richards was showing up on my end. That's right around, it's showing up on my end. Got Battle back here. Battle starting trying to hang on to it. He's having trouble right now. TJ Laird getting by. Chase Gibbons catching up now. Inside and go by as well. He was up front early on, but more problems happening for him. Kind of troubles. Marcus Vanderlei got back on the track and immediately got black flags. He's back on pit lane. I'm not sure what happened there. He just came out of damage repair. He is now coming back down pit road. Side by side for 3rd podium position on the line now. It is Ryan Arnold who holds that spot. Chris Downey on the inside trying to get by that number 21 machine. Can't quite do it. Can't get the power down on the bottom. Arnold hangs tough in third on the outside lane. It prevails here on lap number 53. Really high line, trying higher up is Collier now. Trying to charge on the inside lane into number 98. That is a Nixon Toyota Camry, by the way, in case you couldn't tell.
The battle for third still going on side by side. Almost 3 wide there.
Marshall really wanted to get 3 wide, couldn't do it. Gazzola clears ahead. Now Marshall side by side with Collier in 6th place. As they make their way down the front stretch, Marshall going to get ahead, just barely a nose at the line that time, pushing Gabe Gazzola further forward. Now into 3 wide again. He's going to shove it in there. Gazzola going to get the wall. 3 wide at Bristol for a second. Now we are going to be 3 wide. Gazzola up top. Marshall going to Collier going to clear. Marshall trying to get by Gazzola there for 6th place. As they swap it all around, Collier jumps into 5th. Here comes Marshall to the inside. 53 of Cristalli there as well.
Yeah, Gazzola just going a little bit higher and 3 wide once again.
Oh, Cristalli picks it! Jamie Wright to the inside wall. Back up on the track, cautions out. Knew the shoe was going to drop when they kept going 3 wide, and it does this time. Jamie Wright is the front end of that one, hits the inside wall, and he'll be shuffled to the back of this field. And for the 4th time tonight, the yellow flag will fly. Pretty decent run that time at least. Let's take a look back at the replay, show you what happened. It's pretty obvious it happened. 3 wide racing at Bristol.
Yeah, and I was just talking about Gabe Gazzola just going a little bit higher than the other guys, and everybody sees that gap, sees that opportunity, and Jamie Wright tried to take it. That was almost looked like it was going to be okay until Jamie got loose underneath the 18 and some contact there from behind.
I think there was contact with Chris Lilly right here on the inside lane. He comes up into Jamie Wright, just that little bit with the right rear, pushes right up into Gazzola, which then sends him around, just 3 wide racing. Jamie Wright gets the worst end of it, but I don't know he's going to be really down on anything, not worse for wear, but he is going to have some struggles. So we got a busy pit road. Everybody comes down this time for the most part. You see Alexander Hyder is going to win the race off of pit lane. Collins comes off 2nd, Arnold in 3rd, Downey 4th, Hunter Collier will roll off in 5th. We had 2 drivers that stayed out. Now it's just 1 as Tyler Dixon is going to come down pit lane after staying out under the caution. He will now pull down this time. That leaves Nick Budimlik as your race leader. See how it shakes out with this 1 driver staying out on the older tires. So we're doubled up. Budimlik on the outside lane stayed out under this caution. 27 lap old tires. See how it pans out. Green flag gonna fly, leading us through the restart zone. Look at the slower response to going green here. But Hyder quickly on the back bumper of the 78 machine. They stack up on the inside. Into Downey! Downey in the wall! Budimlik into Collins! Into Downey again! We're wrecking big!
Crash!
Marshall Gazzola! Collins is around on the front stretch. He tags Wayne Kennedy. Trying to get back going straight. Exactly what was expected to happen. But the guy staying on older tires, it happens. Man, oh man, what are we doing? Caution is out. We'll take a look at the replay and show you how it all started. It all started from the restart. Not sure what the call was to staying out with these older tires. Just see it right here when he pulls down inside of box 24. It's like he slows up a bit, and then he slides up into Downey, and then he comes back down into Collins, up into Marshall. It just, my gosh.
Yeah, and if you remember the 78 car, the Dean was involved in an earlier incident that brought out caution. I don't know how much damage that 78 car got, but definitely we've seen the guys on the restart launch just checked out, but of course the 78 car with those older tires, you know, you gotta wait on the tires to actually get the grip you need to go for the start, and that's why the 24 was right on his bumper and he won, and also the 78 car came down.
And that was some impressively bad driving, I would say, right there by the driver of the 78. I don't know. I really just don't know what he was thinking. It's like he checks up the field right there in the bottom lane. And he just drives up into Downey, drives down into Collins.
A lot of bumping on the bottom, so he was definitely going slow.
And then Cazzola and Marshall get turned, and up ahead as this is all happening, Collins at the end of this all gets turned as well. Not sure how he got turned at the end of it here. Just got loose actually by himself. There's Cazzola getting turned. Just...
Yeah, and from all that, you know, the other drivers, we talked about Downey being up there, Cazzola, Marshall, Collins, who had led a bunch of laps early in this race, and now I don't know how much damage they have, but they're certainly going to have to restart from the rear of this field.
Dylan Fox getting laps back, 51 laps down, just trying to get as many laps back as he can under caution. Shoots the gap on the field, just about running into the 98. Maybe
trying to pull a Jason Marshall.
He's going to try to.
Yeah.
It is Hyder who's going to lead the field back to green. Green flag back out in the air. Here at lap 67. Collier and Lilly side by side. It looks like Ethan Harrison is caution is out. Another wreck.
Ethan Harrison around. Kate Cazzola again.
Jeff Acevedo around as well. Look back and see what happened. This is your BRN replay. Once again, losing out of the corner. Contact with Chase Gager with Acevedo. Zola trying to slip through, makes contact with Dimitri Lueders and spins out because they were both kind of squeezing each other on the door, getting by that. Harrison just lost it by himself, or actually no, got a little help from Larry Miles. And Kenny gets a piece, Braden and Thomas just missing it. Actually, Jeff Acevedo is what turned Cazzola, sliding off the track at the end there.
Again, under caution here. Back to lap 7. Haven't even made it halfway yet, and look at the chaos.
And it's a real shame. We had some really good green flag racing, and when we got green flag racing, it was great. And then we've just now hit this spell where we're just continuing to wreck immediately, and it's, man, miserable. It's miserable. When you have races that happen like this where it's just constant problems. So we're going to watch Dylan Fox. Why not? We'll ride on Bullet Dylan Fox. See if he's back. He is wall riding to get his laps back. So he's 48 laps down right now at the halfway point of this race, just under the halfway point of this race. He's going to be 47 laps down here. He might get another 2 laps back under this caution. Maybe just 1 more back after this, so he'll be 46 down. I mean, at this rate we're going right now, he'll have a chance to get back up the lap by the end of this race.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You know, Dylan Fox, I've certainly come back from being 40 laps down in the Bristol race before, so.
Looks like he's going to stop here. He's not going to get another lap back, so 47 is going to be the cutoff. So that's going to be our caution camera, I guess, is the Dylan Fox cam. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Hyder goes bottom lane, Collier on the outside lane, Chris Lilly, Logan Poo, and Craven Richard, the top 5. See how it goes this time. From the Colossus cam, the big giant screen in the center of the racetrack, hung up on some big cables. We'll see how it holds up here. Great flag back in the air. Good launch by the inside lane, not so much by the outside lane. It is Hyder leading the field back to green. Lilly in second now. Collier is in third. As they make their way down the back stretch, Richard tried to make a stick on the inside of Logan Poo as they come through 3 and 4.
Oh! Wow. Looks like some contact there, almost someone getting turned in the back, but they managed to keep it going. Impressive.
That was on for fourth. Richard. Oh, DJ Lair sideways on the front stretch. Coming into 1 and 2. Trying to make some ground back up into 9th place now after being involved in an accident earlier on. About 2/10 of a second. Hit the race halfway home here at Bristol. Here comes Collins to the inside. Larry Miles for 8th place. Trying to get up there and make the move stick. Can't quite do it, so he'll reset and re-attack. And it's Hyder, then Lilly, and 3, heading into turn 1 again.
Oh, Carter Collins in the wall. Oh, TJ Lair.
On the apron, he saved it. What a save, TJ Lair. Have to get back going. He'll lose a lot of track position back to 17th, maybe 18th here with Ryan Barone. Would rather have a drop in positions rather than have a jump race car. That's what TJ Lair is going to have after contact with Corbin Collins. Chase Gibbons right now up to 12th, just behind the 71 machine, who has to reset back in the outside of the top 10. Thomas inside of Gibbons as they make their way to 1 and 2. 3 and 4 parking. Dr. Enough cars plaguing Brandon Thomas's mirror and out his side. He has got the one ahead. Gibbons outside to the 65 in his rear view mirror. Trying to avoid all these guys all running the Dr. Enough schemes throughout him. Side-by-side battle for 4th place. So it's going to make it the top lane work. He'll get by and he'll take over that position. Trying to hang on right now over Brandon Thomas. Up ahead, Jason Savito reeling in Braden Richard for 5th place. That'll be the top 5 spot. Heating up for second. Collier catching Chris Lilly in the 53 car. getting close to catching some lap traffic now for the race leader. Hyder's got him just up ahead. That, I believe, is 26 of Tyler Dixon, and I believe it will be one of our lap cars, maybe Nick Mudilik in the 78 car that they're catching. Jason Marshall trying to make some moves ahead in the field. This is Gabe Gazzola trying to get back through after getting wrecked earlier on. Thomas almost makes contact with Marshall. Gathers it up quickly. Gazzola to the inside of Chase Gibbons, or at least trying to get inside of Chase Gibbons if he can. We got Corbin Collins inside of Ryan Arnold battling it out for 9th place. Like I said, they are all distant. The race leader, AJ Hyder, who is out front by 2 seconds over teammate Chris Lilly. Hunter Collier, though, is giving chase to that car. Then in 4th place, it is Logan Poo with Craig Richard on his back bumper giving him chase for that 4th place spot.
Yeah, and a few laps to go. Dylan Parks almost ranked the race leader, AJ Hyder. He was coming out of the almost took the wall, and AJ almost got into him, almost got turned into that outside wall. So AJ Hyder, ooh, he's gonna have to be mad at these lap cars.
And he's had that happen before. He's had an incident with a lap car before. At Watkins Glen, he was leading the race well out ahead. A lap car wrecked out of the S's, and it caught 24, and it took him out of it. A hectic finish there in that one. I remember that one clearly. But the battle is on for second. It's going to be a 4-horse race, as it is going to be the driver of the 53 fending off the 98, the 09, and the 01. Oh, Richard sending it to the inside of Logan Poo. Side by side they go again here through 3 and 4. Keeping it off each other so far. Chris Lilly hanging on to second now as the battle is on for 4th place. Poo's got it. Richard wants it.
Oh, really close racing there.
A little bump maybe there on the 01. Now to the inside. Can he send it in through 1 and 2 and clear the 01? He's going to send it up the track.
Oh,
he will clear. What a pass by Praven Richard. Oh, the bumper. Almost got to the 09. Pooh going to reset and try again if he can get to him. As Collier trying to get by the 53 car. He's going to stack them all up.
What a move by Praven Richards, going from 5th to 2nd.
Insane. That was a hell of a move, a hell of a pass by Praven Richard. Put that on the pass of the year list here on BRN. Battling back here. Some more position swaps. Larry Miles, Jason Smito battling now. Now it looks like Smito dropping back. Might have caught the wall on the outside lane. And I'll say Jason Marshall, Ryan Arnold battling for 11th place on the racetrack right now. Larry Miles, Ethan working real close together, as are Jason Smith. There's Corbin Collins right there on the inside of the 94, going for 8th place. Just 50 laps to go here at Bristol, and it is getting to be ass-whooping territory. Hyder is now out to a 4.5 second lead, just about, over Praven Richard in the 09 car. He got himself a bit of a gap to Hunter Collier, a bit of a gap to Logan Poo, a bit of a gap to Chris Lilly, and then back to Larry Miles in 6th. Ethan Workman, Corbin Collins, Jason Smito, Brad Sawinski. That's the top 10 right now as they run. Again, mentioned all chasing the 24, who has got a huge gap on this field. He's getting ready to start lapping more lead lap cars. He's catching up to the back half of this field, and he's showing no sign to slow it up. He's running a 15.9 last time by. Praven Richard is 16.081, 16.2 for Collier, 16.2 for Logan Poo. So it's going to just be that kind of race if we don't get any more cautions, which you know how this league has been. If we don't get any more yellows, Hyder is going to walk away with this thing easily.
And AJ Hyder definitely wants to head into this little break week that we have next week. Of course, Wednesday we don't have any racing here in this XASCAR Cessna Cup Series. Definitely wants to head into that break with in a row, having the momentum on his side, and currently showing it here tonight with set at more than 5 second lead on 2nd place for Richards.
Lapping 20th place, Gabe Gazzola. It's 21st place behind them, the 23 of Wayne Kennedy. Down the air, the 5 car is going to be the next victim of the 24, with a 5 second lead over Praven Richard. Battle heating up for top 10 positions. Corbin Collins now up to 6th over Larry Miles. Inside cuts by, and he'll get by. Chris Lilly up ahead in 5th place for a top 5 now. Collins going to have to get by him. Ultimately, has some really impressive laps despite being in traffic as well. back of the 53, get a little bump, a little smooch. Nick Udima in the 78, just kind of navigating through here. He is currently 13 laps down. The outside lane, Collins coming in the inside. You look at her dip down and go inside as well. As he goes side by side for 5th place. Here comes Corbin Collins. He will get by and clear for 5th. And now going to chase down Logan Poo just up ahead. Getting to the inside of the 01. And after that, it'll be about a second gap between him and Hunter Collier for a podium position here tonight. Collins takes 4th. Poo slips back. Dewitt marches forward through this field despite being 13 laps down. No harm, no foul.
Recovery there for Corbin Collins. We saw him Van trying to avoid the incident under that last caution restart of the back. Collier for 3rd.
Hyder is now lapped up to 16th place. Donald Stern ahead of Chase Gibbons there. They stack up right there behind that number 43. I think they had an issue there on the bottom lane, still struggling. Mitchell Mooners, Chris Lee making a pass, and Brad Sawinski side by side. They go. They're going to be 3 wide as Logan Poo going to get the outside wall. Logan Poo going to drop a couple spots. Collins now catching and passing almost Hunter Collier in the 98 car. Collier really struggling is
up the racetrack.
Collier runs slower laps here. He is definitely struggling on these tires, I would say. Not sure if it's tires or maybe it's fuel. We'll have to see as this race finishes up here. We've got about 35 laps to go. 34 at the line that time. Hyder takes it. Got Ryan Barone 14th place up ahead. I think a bit of clear track after that for a split couple laps after he passes this 46 car. 30 miles, Bristol battling side by side for 6th place. Going back after restarting about 3rd place, and Lilly and Miles continue to battle though. We restarted 2nd, fading back to 7th. Mitchell Woodruff, Logan Poo battling behind him.
Jason Savito got really loose there coming out of 4.
Not far behind. You saw the race leader. Hyder is not far behind this gaggle of cars battling for 12th place. Coming. Here's Savito right here. And Barone getting lapped now by Hyder. He's trying to lap Barone now. He will lap Barone. If we go on board with this number 24, you'll see how much track he has. There's a 4 car. It's Brandon Thomas. You see a gaggle of cars in the head battling for top 10 spots. Marshall Workman, Logan Poo, Chris Lilly. All that gaggle of cars right there. You see them all up ahead of Hyder. This is where it gets interesting too. With all of these cars battling ahead, something happens and they spin ahead of the race leader. Well, Hyder could have nowhere to go.
Yeah, Hyder is going to have to be all...
No, Logan Poo! In the wall!
No!
Hard in the wall for the 01. There's Thomas, there's Hyder going by. He has a chance to get down under Barone. Almost takes Barone out, but that's what we're talking about. You're right behind all these drivers racing for position. And just like that, could have been a disaster for the 24 if he came down the track, he lost control of it, and took out the 24. Thomas 12th place, last car on the lead lap right now. Just ahead of race leader Hyder. He'll go to the bottom lane as Hyder goes top with 25 laps to go here in Bristol. Got Brad Sawinski in 4th. Larry Miles now up to 5th. Collins is in 3rd. Trying to chase down Braven Richard, who's got about a second gap between the 2 of them. 10 faster for Collins that time by a slight catch him by the about 10 to go mark. Passing is a whole different story, but it's all dependent on this race staying range. Car on the apron, I thought up ahead. Might have been. Struggling to get this down. Just got 22 laps down. Damage from the incident earlier. And Jason Sabino, 11th place on track. Jason Marshall and Vasily side by side battling out for 8th place. Coming to just 21 laps to go.
Looking too almost crashing there in one.
3 more laps. Who just gets some help with a pick by Logan Short. Gets by Hunter Collier for 6th place now. And you mentioned he's hit his marks. Just do what he needs to do. Just turn your laps. Focus on lapping these cars you're lapping. If you're going to lap them. And just focus on, doing what you can do. Control what you can control. Because you can't control the battle for second. It's heating up now between Corbin Collins and Braden Richards. You can only just control racing around the cars that are ahead of you or behind you in case a caution were to come out. So there's Chase getting to the one car, getting passed by Richard and Collins now as they battle for a second. Here comes the 71, trying to charge back the pole sitter, trying to at least finish on that top 2 spot.
This is going to be an interesting battle considering how the 09 battle, the 01 just a few laps ago. Richards on the outside. He's not going to make us an easy battle in 71.
He's going to make it work for it. That's what Collins likes. He likes people to make it work for it. He's going to work on the inside line and try to drive off your through corner exit. Richard a little loose off the corner. And now tight on each other as they head into 3 and 4. Richard working the top side to a T perfectly, slowing up the 71, holding him up. Of course, 16 laps to go. You weren't going to make a 16 gap unless something happens to the wall. But he hits the wall, and that's going to give Collins 2nd place. Richard might try to send it into one of the corners here to get back to the 71, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Collins is going to be just driving quickly away and just quickly get away from him as there's a battle for 11th place. Jason Beal, Brandon Thomas battling out. We took 14 to go that time by, with just 8 cars on the lead lap. Of course, it's not over yet. 14 to go. It's a short track, so it's not really super long with the lap time running at 16.5 seconds, but it's going to feel like an eternity for Alexander Hyder just trying to get the white flag, just trying to get to the end of this race. That's all he wants to do. Catch Jason Marshall was without a car now in 8th place in that number 8 machine. Collier in the number 98. 7th place battle happening directly ahead of the race leader. As they go side by side just ahead of him. Hyder going to have to be really patient with this one. These two battling for position. Leighton Marshall especially. He's got 2 wins on the season. Just trying to get some points out of tonight. Hyder needs to make a smart call here with this battle. Marshall's going to get by. Looks like Hyder will follow suit. Collier goes a lap down. Marshall just ahead of our race leader now.
Now less than 10 laps to go as Marshall gets a little loose.
Marshall's going to fight stay on the lead lap, though. He ain't going to let him pass him just in case he's in yellow. He does not want to lose this lap and have to be the free pass. He wants to stay where he is and make the 24 stay behind him.
Got the hero slower. Gabe Gazzola.
Oh, Marshall wanted to use it as a pick, but Gazzola going to go lower. What does Marshall do? That little 3 wide with the lap car thought about it, thinks better of it. He tucks back behind. He goes a lap down now. 6 cars on the lead lap with just 7 laps to go. Battle on for 4th place. Sawinski's got it. Here comes Larry Miles making a charge at him. Still got a pretty decent gap. I don't think anybody else is getting lapped this race. Unless they have an issue to just bring out a yellow flag. So we got Chris Lilly still struggling to hold on to spots. Brandon Thomas going by. He's got Ryan Barone, Nathan Workman right behind him as well in a battle for what could be a top 10. Corbin Collins, second place going by. And Collins has been flying. Collins has cut the lead down pretty good. There's Barone going to the inside of Lilly. Door to door, 5 to go. Barone wants this spot, wants the top 10 away from Chris Lilly. He'll slide up in front. Collins going to go through on the bottom lane. And he'll take
right
over.
In front of second place.
He'll take over that 10th place spot. Battle for 4th. Larry Miles chasing down Brad Sowinski, but it's Alexander Hyder leading this field. We're coming around. Just 3 laps to go. Hyder's 3 laps away from victory. 3 straight here at Bristol. 3 straight in season 17. That's what he's looking to get in just now 2 laps time. But he needs to make it at least 1 more lap without a caution flag flying, because if he can do that, he will have it home free.
Yeah, what a job by AJ Hyder these last few weeks.
Not a miracle drive for Hyder. That's what we're used to seeing out of this 24 camp. And he's going to pull off another one here tonight at Bristol. He got the lead early on from Corbin Collins, and he never looked back. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Alexander Hyder goes for 3 in a row.
Just an absolute amazing performance for AJ Hyder. BTA for the 24 team here tonight at Bristol.
And that's got to be their motto every season. It seems like BTA, that's all they want to do. That's what they're very good at doing. As he's going to park on the front stretch. And he'll head down towards turn 1. He'll cut it back around maybe, and then Nicholas Budimlik, hello. Actually, he'll just do an extra lap just to let everybody filter out off the... Just the legacy of Alexander Hyder here in the XASCAR Cessna Cup Series continues to grow. He's the winningest driver all time in XASCAR, without a shadow of a doubt. And then coming in again tonight and just doing it again, his 21st career win here in XASCAR. You know, the winningest driver of all time by a good margin. Second place is Corbin Collins. He's only got 7 career wins. This is number 21. 3 times more than he has. So he'll celebrate on the high banks. He conquers the last great Coliseum tonight. We'll take a look at our finishing results as he tries to go to. He wants to go to the.
It's on the other side.
Lane, on the other side. He'll find his way around. So as we take a look here at the results from tonight's race, Hyder takes on the checkered flag over Corbin Collins by 6 seconds. Brave Richard comes home in 3rd with a good finish for him. It's Brad Sowinski in 4th. Larry Miles comes home 5th. Dimitri Mundras, the last car on the lead lap, in 6th place. And it's Jason Marshall back in 7th. Hunter Collier comes home 8th. Brandon Thomas in 9th. And Ryan Barone, we saw that fight for that top 10 spot the last couple laps. He gets it over Chris Lilly in 10th place.
Chris Lilly, you talked about him finishing 11th here tonight. Ethan Workman comes home in 12th. Jason Zamito in 13th. Chase Gibbons in 14th. 15th, it's Jeff Acevedo. And 16th is Tyler Dixon. TJ Lurr, 17th. First car 2 laps down. Donald Stewart comes up 18th with Gabe Gazzola in 19th. And running out your top 20 here tonight is Wayne Kennedy in the 23.
Ryan Arnold comes home 21st. Logan Shore in 22nd. Nick Budimlik, he had the attempted a strategy call by staying on older tires. Didn't work. He wrecks out and finishes 13 laps down in 23rd. Logan Poole 24th after the wreck early, late in the run there. Then it's Chris Downey, Dylan Fox, Marcus Vanderlee, Ethan Harrison, and Jamie Wright rounding out our field of 29 cars in tonight's race. So see if we can get a hold of our drivers. Finished in the top 3. Of course, we got to get hold of Craven first, our 3rd place finisher tonight. Which I believe could be... We'll talk to him. Hey, Praven, it's the boys with the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Alrighty, well, it's going to be a third place run for you here tonight in that '09 machine. Really solid at the end. You were able to get up there, navigate your way to second. Got passed by Corbin Collins late, but still, top three podium finish. How's it feel for the '09 car?
I feel very good. I mean, yeah, there was a bunch of gooses up in the front that weren't saving their shit, so we were just like navigating it through that. I got up to the when I was due saving, the O1 was there and he was being a little yeehaw and he just tried to park the bus, so I just gave him the bumper and he tried to bump me back and I'm like, hell no, I'm not dealing with that shit, and then I just like drove away. But after that, yeah, it was a pretty. I was in no man's land. Hyde was lapping everybody. I was just cruising. I think Corbin took tires. I don't know if he did. I assume he did. That's why him and Brad and Larry were coming up the field. But overall, I'm just happy to be being three, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting a podium finish is definitely good, and it really helps out, having a race like tonight, through the attrition, through like just a longer run, trying to survive, being able to pull it off. So, just how does that feel, tonight, heading into the off week, having this result here this early in the season to kind of try to build off of?
There's an off week?
Yes.
I didn't even know there was an off week. I'm not going to hold you. I'm just going to do it. No, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to do what I do normally. Just do whatever I have, Exam season's coming up, so I guess that's perfect for me. Just study and shit. And then, I guess just live life, I'm anybody normal, I guess.
Alrighty, Praven. Well, it is a third place run for you tonight. Teammate, sponsor, shout outs. What got it done field 9 team?
I'd like to shout out to Garrett A. White of Whiteout Racing. I like to shout out Bullshock for the affiliation with Marshall, Moondrose, Bowler, Ethan, and Logan Shore. And I want to shout out for Scotty because free him up. Free Scotty Ferguson, because he didn't deserve to get kicked out like that when there's people like Marcus being a hippo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Alrighty, that is Praven Richard, your third place finish tonight here at Bristol. Congrats on the third place run, Praven.
Thank you.
And
All right, let's
send
see.
it now. Yeah, we'll send it to you, Enrique, catching up with our second place finisher, that being Corbin Collins.
Hey, Corbin Collins, it's Enrique and the boys in the BRN booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Corbin, we saw you get the pole. We saw you lead early, but we also saw you spin out under one of those cautions, put on tires at the end, came back. How was that race for you?
Well, I guess it went as good as it could considering that spin out halfway. Started out really good. Thought I had a really good chance to win. Lost lead to Hyder, which didn't surprise me. Figured I could just hopefully hold in a second, have a good point stay, and then that wreck happened and spun out. And after that, I was like, here we go. This is time to get crashed. But thankfully, we had that long green flag run to the end. Was able to save my tires and methodically get to the field and get a P2 out of the day. So I'll take it.
Well, Corbin, and now this second place finish, of course, coming back after the spin. Do you have a specific mentality now? Getting the second place getting this second place finisher. God, I can talk right now. Do you have any mentality heading into this off week before you come back for Indy next month?
Nah, I'm really hungry for a win. Last time at this point in the season, I had like 2 wins, and to not have any sucks. But no, we've had a pretty bad start to the year with a bunch of wrecks and just self-made mistakes and bad finishes. But got 2 back-to-back top 5s. Hopefully that can lead to maybe a win down the road, maybe after this bye week or off week.
Well, Corbin, any teammates, sponsor, shout-outs who got it done here tonight at Bristol?
Thank Jason Smita for the paint scheme. Looks good every week.
All right, Corbin, congrats on second place finish. Go enjoy the off week, and we'll see you at Indy.
Thank you.
All right, now let's set it back up to Dawson in the booth, who's going to be catching up with our race winner, A.J. Hyder.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks. I didn't realize it was three straight at Bristol, but yeah, I think that is true. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't really see Bristol as one of like my best tracks, but it just seems like every time we come here, we always got something figured out on that bottom groove. There just always seems to be so much grip there, and I don't know. I guess it feels like I'm the only one that's able to find that little grip strip on the bottom compared to everyone else because we were just flying all night. But yeah, just happy to get a win here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you started off this race. You didn't qualify really up front. Up front, you were fifth place on the starting grid, a little bit better than last season's win. But you started fifth tonight. You were able to kind of work your way up through those first early cautions, and finally, when you got to Corbin, you were able to get by him there. What was it like, just chasing down Corbin at the very beginning of this race, trying to get by him?
Yeah, I mean, really, that first run is just knowing that that line was still there on the bottom. It was just about hitting my marks every time and not trying to drift up a little bit. As long as I kept hitting that little yellow line on the bottom, I knew I'd eventually get around him. And yeah, that's what we were able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You made it work. You made it stick. But just going through all the lap traffic, what was that thought in your mind after the string cautions we had earlier on that maybe, just maybe, there was going to be something else to happen? Or were you just thinking just smooth sailing, just coast is clear, keep rolling, rolling, rolling?
Yeah, definitely. No one's XASCAR. I was kind of waiting for something to happen. But I'm genuinely surprised that nothing actually happened. That's probably a first for XASCAR Bristol. But yeah, pretty cool to get another win here at Bristol.
Absolutely. You head into the off week with 3 straight wins. How is that feeling, just going in next week off and then heading back to Indy the week after?
Yeah, it'd be good to get the week off. And Indy's where we won, like in that weird fashion. I don't know if you remember just how crazy that Indy finish was. But yeah, just I guess going to get ready for Indy, I guess.
Well, alrighty. It's another win for the 24 camp. 3 in a row. Teammates, sponsors, shout-outs. What got it done for you tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank the Chris Lilly Designs, DuPont Chevy. It was bad fast today. I want to thank everyone at Uprising Motorsports, Chris Lilly, Nicholas Budimlik, Connor Ferrari, who isn't in this race. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Alrighty, it's 3 in a row at Bristol. 3 in a row this season for AJ Hyder. He has his 21st career win total, which is also 3 times more than the next guy behind him. How about that? It's all threes for the number 24, AJ Hyder, your winner. Congrats on the win again, AJ.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Well, Enrique, it was starting to look like a XASCAR race there. In the middle of this race, we had a nice string of cautions that led to a lot of problems. But at the end of it, we had a pretty decent length run, about a 78-lap run, I think, to the end of this race. What was your thoughts on this one here as we wrap up tonight?
Well, exactly as you said. We started the race quite nicely. Then around lap 30-ish, we started getting a few run of cautions here and there. Of course, we saw an incident on the restart, taking out multiple cars, of course. One of them being Gabe Cazzola, Jason Marshall, the 71 car of Collins finished second. He was involved in that incident. But, and I wouldn't feel like the 71 would have gone up there if it wasn't for that long green flag run that we had. So, what was starting to look like it was going to be another XASCAR race, as you said, turned out to be a pretty good race in the second half. And we usually see calmness in the first half, chaos in the second half. Tonight we saw the opposite, which was quite nice change of pace here in the XASCAR Cessna Cup Series. So just excited to see what these drivers can put on the next time we see them out on the track at Indy, which I believe is going to be December the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, an off week for these drivers. Gonna go and relax. I don't know if any others have and other leagues to do, but of course certainly going to be a nice change of pace for the drivers, just getting a break here and coming back up to full speed once we come back to racing in Indy.
Absolutely. We got 2 weeks till then. We've also got racing tomorrow night, though, for the SoFa Racing League at the Charlotte Roval tomorrow night. Catch that at 9 p.m. Eastern here on BRN as well. Next Tuesday, the second to last race of the season in the Slide Job Racing League. Nashville Super Speedway will play host to the drivers. We got 2 drivers pretty much down to contention for this title. It's down to essentially Stephen Maggio and Gabriel DeHari for the championship. Next 2 races lying in wait. The first one is at Nashville next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on BRN. I mentioned NASCAR comes back in 2 weeks' time, so we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Indianapolis. I want to thank you, as always, for tuning in and watching here tonight. It has been a pretty good race, I would say, after all was said and done, and we get a good one at the end of it here. Hyder runs away with it at the end and takes the checkered flag home with them. Thank you for tuning in, as always. For everybody here on BRN, this is Dawson Allen signing off, saying so long, and have a great rest of your night.